Hey y'all, so with Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17 is here officially, and you know your girl is late with getting these reviews. Sometimes I record the reviews and don't even put them out because like season 16, I think I recorded like 4 or 5 videos. I don't even know if I uploaded them, but maybe I'll go back and redo them and upload them. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. But another thing, we are going to be talking about Divorced Sisters because I want to talk about that. Um, there's some other shows I believe that I want to talk about or recap, I should say. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But thank you so much for riding with me because girlfriend has not uploaded a lot of stuff, especially with reactions. Like I wanted to recap Married to Medicine, the last season that just passed. And I think I only uploaded maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 videos, but I wanted to recap all of them, which I may go back and do too. Maybe something I will do soon. But needless to say, let me just say to you, child, Real Housewives of Atlanta is really, really, really good. You hear me? Really good. And I know I probably shouldn't keep saying that over and over and over, but it is. You know, the girls are talking, the girls and the guys are talking on social media. It is buzzing, and that's what we like. But, and then you got a few people that's still like, oh my God, like bring back this person, bring back this person. Although I would like to see Nene now that we know that Nene and Bravo's relationship is being restored. And we're going to be seeing her on the 20th anniversary of the Ultimate Girls. I don't know if it's trip or it's something with Ultimate Girls. So we looking forward to that. And I would like to see Nene, even if she's not a full-time housewife, which I'm not sure if she should be. But I would love to see her as a friend of, like Cynthia is. Because Cynthia is doing a daggone thing this season. You hear me? Yes. I am all caught up. And so I'm going to recap based upon the actual episode and not what we know. Okay? So let's get into this episode. Okay? Alrighty, so we have Miss Phaedra Parks who's back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she back in the mix. And then we got Kelly Farrell sending her daughter off to college like a proud mama. Go Kelly, even though you be getting on my nerves. Girl, you be getting on my last nerves, but okay. But I think this moment is a sweet, emotional, and relatable scene that she is definitely feeling the impact of a mother who is sending her daughter off to college, and now she's growing up into a beautiful young lady. And Kelly, I just think that you need to just know that you raised her well. And if you did not, baby, there's still room to continue to raise her like you still are a mother. You will not stop being a mother, okay? Okay, I like the moment because it was relatable. But so we gonna go on over to Angela Oakley's home, and Angela over there being delusional as she could be. Girl, Angela talking about something, she the best cook in her house. Girl, bye. Ma'am, we saw Charles Oakley cook last season. You hear me? We saw him cook last season. I don't know about nobody else, but I saw. Well, I know I'm not the only one, but girl, I saw Charles Oakley cook last season, and his food looked good. Like, child, it made me want a plate. Like, pasta, peas, and a plate, baby, with that chicken. Because he was frying chicken, and I don't remember what else he was cooking. I want to say broccoli or something. But he was cooking, and that food looked good. Like, he should have been auditioning for the Food Network, honey. Food Network. Y'all need to call Charles Oakley. What's that man name? What's the man name? The one that do Hell's Kitchen. Somebody get him on Hell's Kitchen, okay? But Angela, let's not revise history on camera, because baby, we seen it. I seen it for myself. Let me speak for me. I seen it for myself, okay? So we have Angela making that man a burger. Girl, that burger look, yeah, like, man, you didn't even look like you made it big enough for the thing. And he showed it to the camera. I'm like, not y'all showing the burger to the camera. Oh my gosh. Y'all are not acting natural. Y'all are way too y'all way too focused on the cameras, like crazy. But anywho, Angela. I'm not gonna talk about her and Charles' marriage. If I recap last season, I would talk about it, but here I do feel like Charles is emotionally unavailable. Cause he very like standoffish a little bit. And plus, as you know, as you get older, sometimes a lot of older people kind of get stuck in their ways, and even some younger people get stuck in their ways early on. So, it is what it is. But what I would say is, I would say Angela for this season, due to due to a lot of chatter last season, I would say that perhaps you should not try to force Charles to be, to show PDA, because, ma'am, it comes off cringy. And that's what caused a lot of people to question whether Charles really like you, love you, and all of that other stuff. So if you don't want to go through that again this season, I think you should not do that. Like, give me a hug and grab my booty. No, don't do that, because it seems cringy. Like, you would want him to naturally do that himself and want to do it. And the fact that he was resisting just made it even worse, because you were asking. And so for me, my suggestion, I'm not married, but you can take my suggestion or not, because I know a lot of married people, like, we don't listen to single people. That's fair, but I'm going to give my unsolicited advice. Yes, word to the wise, there was a famous person who said, or not, maybe, I don't remember right now who said this, but you teach people how to treat you. I think you should teach Charles how to treat you off camera. And that way, when you get on camera, it flows naturally. It comes off natural. It doesn't come off forced, like you're forcing him to love you. That's just a little unsolicited advice. But let's go on over to the next scene here. And we are over at Derek Blank's photo shoot. Studio. I'm saying photo shoot. We over at Derek Blank's studio, where all the magic goes. Now, when I tell you the way I love I shouldn't say love, I adore me some Derek Blanks. Oh my goodness gracious. He is phenomenal, and no, I am not sponsored by him. No, I do not know him. I've never met him, but baby, he is one of the original photographers over on Atlanta. We have seen him recently on Married to Medicine, and now we are over here on Atlanta, and I learned of him when Atlanta, old school Atlanta. If you are a day one, then you know that he did the alter ego photo shoots, which I still to this day think that was fire. One of the best episodes on I was gonna say Married to Medicine, not Married to Medicine, Real Housewives of Atlanta, but anywho. So K.Michelle, well, Porsha pulls up on K.Michelle at Derek Blake's photo shoot. I mean studio. Why I keep saying photo shoot? Studio. And girl, one of the things real quick, I'm gonna try to do a quick rank. I want reality TV to be more realistic. I think that is getting better, especially Real Housewives of Atlanta is getting better, right? A lot of these shows, minus Married to Medicine, minus I think Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't watch a lot of reality shows, but I do watch quite a couple of them. And what we've learned, especially for Real Housewives of Atlanta, what we learn is a lot of these people, they say that they're friends and so forth, no, but they're not really friends. And I don't like that. I feel like it's okay to introduce yourself to a new girl, to your group. Like, instead of saying, we're friends, this is my friend or whatever. No, I'm meeting with this person, whether it be a girl, a guy, whatever. I meet with them. I'm learning about them. Like, we know each other in passing. We've met each other, or we've been in a movie together, which I believe we hear Porsha say that her and K.Michelle was in a movie together or whatever. But to say that they're friends, I would say stop using that word. Just say that I'm getting to know a person that we're introducing to the group. And so in the first episode that you meet with that person, whatever similarities that you all have, or however you all met, then you say that, but actually just get to know one another versus, playing this game of, oh, we're friends and I'm going to introduce you to the friend group. No, stop that. Be real. Back to the regular program. So K.Michelle and Porsha having a good old girl kiki, and they talking, K.Michelle, speaking about how she went through some things with the girls over on Love and Hip Hop? I don't know why I'm struggling with that, but Love and Hip Hop. She went the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I didn't watch that. I'm not sure why I'm struggling with that, but I didn't watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I did watch Love and Hip Hop New York when Chrissy was on there. And that was back when Mama Jones, Jim Jones, Chrissy, Emily and Chrissy were my favorite. Olivia and Yandy. Yeah. So they were on the show. But yeah, so I watched that. But anywho, back to because clearly I am rambling. But here we go. So K.Michelle and Porsha, they having a good old kiki, laugh, real shade thrown, because K.Michelle talk about K.Michelle is speaking about her Shamea, ex-best friend, K.Michelle crying, and Porsha is consoling her. And when I tell you, this is the Porsha I like. This is the Porsha that I always was like, you know what? She is one of my favorite people. Because when Porsha is this type of person, I like that Porsha, because Porsha is fun. Porsha is is nurturing. Like, she's a Cancer, and Cancers are nurturing. They're yeah. So I was like, I like this Porsha, turn up, fun, fashionista. I like the girls when they can dress on the show. I be here for it. But you won't hear me talk about this in the season, in throughout the episodes. And especially when it's multiple girls, I would say 3 or more. I will ask you to comment below and tell me who was your favorite. Now let me get back to being focused, because clearly I am not focused right now. But I like this moment because I feel like Porsha was being authentic. I think she was being genuine. But I cannot say the same for K.Michelle in the moment. I think there were moments that she was being genuine, but here is the problem with recapping the show after multiple episodes have aired, because you then learn of some things that you probably would not have necessarily picked up on if you recapped in real time, right? So that's unfortunate, but I just want to be honest because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to be honest about my review. Porsha opens up about her divorce. She hold herself accountable. She speak about personal growth and healing, and definitely about being accountable from her actions from last season, which she had a lot of moments where she wasn't so fun, but it's expected because she was going through a divorce, and she was also having issues with her friend. So she was going through 2 divorces, a divorce from Shamea and a divorce from that man that she married. Yeah. And I like this. I like that she's holding herself accountable. I like that she's being honest. I like that she's healing, because I think this version that showed up in front of K.Michelle, I feel like she possibly, from my perspective, I feel like she's perhaps learning from the mistakes that she made in her friendship with Shamea specifically, and then maybe people in general, right? Her other friends, maybe Nene, maybe other friends, and so forth and on. So I do like this Porsha, and I just hope and pray that she is continuing to heal, because healing is a continuing process. I don't think we ever fully be healed until, we transition over into heaven. But yes, I like this version of Porsha. But yes, let's go and talk about Shamea and Kelli. I will say that last season, the beginning of the season, and I did this, and I'm going to be honest, because again, there's a lot of episodes out right now of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and yes, I've watched every last one of them, but I'm still going to try to be authentic to my recap right now, even though I have watched all of the episodes that's aired so far. I'm gonna be authentic to this actual episode, right? And Shamea and Kelli, just like K.Michelle, because when I first watched the first 2 episodes of K.Michelle, I was just like, oh, I think I would like her, give her a chance, because I'm not a big fan of K.Michelle, the person, but her music, absolutely. Love her music. And Shamea and Kelli, last year in the beginning, I really liked them, but towards the middle of the season, they got on my last nerves. And honey, they got on my nerves even in this episode, child. I was just like, oh my God, they are irritating to me. But I do think that there are moments where they are needed on the show, right? But in this moment, I was like, girl, so rooting for you all, but Jesus, y'all had to mess it up, because I just knew that they were going to be good. Ciao. That reunion screaming match still gives me secondhand embarrassment. It was loud, dramatic, and felt like everybody memorized their lines before walking on the stage. Girl, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. But we get Shamea and Kelli screaming and yelling, my best friend, my BFF, and this. It feels so forced. It feels so, it feels disingenuous. Like, it don't feel like it's natural. It feels forced, basically. And I'm just like, oh, girl, brother, like, please stop. Shamea, I think, is way too extra for no reason. I think being extra is okay, but I think she just put 20 on 10. Like, dial it down some. I think some of her extraness would be okay if it was a little bit and not over the top. Because I think when you go over the top, it comes off, as most people are saying, cringy for her. And it's like, girl, stop. You know who do it best? And I'm not comparing her to them because, one, it would not be fair to compare her to Porsha. But Porsha and Nene, now granted, there are moments when they would be over the top too, and they'd be like, oh my God, girl. But for the most part, 90% of the time, they have good comedic timing with their extraness. Whereas Shamea don't, and it comes off cringy. But enough of that. But Shamea, first of all, why are you putting champagne in a girl basket that's going to college? Ma'am, and you're on TV giving champagne to an underage girl. Ma'am, that's not going to translate well. That's not cool. That's not cute. That is crazy. And the fact that she giving her... Now, the condoms, I don't care too much about, because, yes, she's going to college. So, yes, you want to teach her to have protective relations. And so, I'm not mad about that. But the drinking, girl, you done lost your everlasting mind, child. But yeah, I was like, child, what is happening right now? But the way that they was going back and forth and all this type of stuff, child, I'm over this scene between them. And so I may skip it anyway. So I'm just like, okay, what's happening right now, child? Shamea doing a business venture guy. Kelli, what is Kelli's? Because I'm looking at my notes and I'm trying to skip over some of this stuff between Kelli and Shamea. See, because child, they was doing too much for me. Kelli and Kelli. What is? Why are you watching Porsha's? Child, I can't even say it because I'm like, it's giving obsession. Yeah, it's giving obsession because, child, I was like, I don't even know what to say because I'm just like, this is weird how Kelli is just so obsessed with Porsha Hot Pocket. Her pom-pom. Like, why are you so concerned about that girl's pom-pom who she let into her pom-pom? Like, why? Girl, you keep talking about Simon. Do you want Simon? Shamea, hook Kelli up with Simon, child. Because what the heck? Sorry, Porsha. I probably shouldn't say that. Cause, well, then again, would you care, Porsha, if Shamea hooked Kelli up with Simon? And perhaps is it Simon that shut up, shut up. Simon this, Simon that, Simon over here, Simon over there. Kelli just got Simon and Porsha all in her mouth. Were you in the bed with Porsha and Simon, girl, and you are obsessed? Cause what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, so Porsha is having a dinner party, which I think is really, really cute. The fact that she couldn't even name her dinner party, girls, I said, this is such a Porsha thing, girl. Porsha cannot remember what she's doing. Girl, who came up with the theme? Tell me that. Riddle me that, Porsha. Who came up with the theme? Because the fact that you couldn't think of it. Did production? Did Lauren A or Lauren B? Because you know, if you know, you know. You know Porsha's sister name is Lauren and Porsha's assistant name is Lauren too. So I was just like, who came up with this name, child? Because the fact that you couldn't remember it, I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. But when I tell you though, Porsha, whoever you got to do the event planning for, they did the daggone thing, because it was beautiful, it was classy, it was nice, even though K.Michelle said it looked like something that came out of Tyler Perry. Yes, it did. It was given Tyler Perry family reunion movie over the top, which was cute, and Porsha's outfit was cute. So you know, what I want to know is who was the best dressed at Porsha's event before we get into it. All of the ladies, they was there. Yeah, all of the ladies was there. Because I was going to say, was anybody missing out? Everybody was there. So I was like, oh, who is the best dressed? Who was the best dressed? But anywho, so as they getting ready for the party, girl, I said, what in the world? I was like, what in the world, child? What in the world? What in the world? So Porsha, date was the guy Mike Blessing. Mike Blessing, I was familiar with him. When I first saw him, I was like, wait, Porsha, please don't tell me you rented a man, child. Not, girl, the way you look, I don't even swing that way, but child, I'm like, girl, I know you ain't got no problem with getting a man, child, that you would have to rent him, because I was like, wait, he's an actor. Not saying that she couldn't date an actor, but I was just like, the first thing came to mind was rent. Because, and the reason why it kept sticking was because the way that they were interacting, they were not interacting as if they were really into each other. It felt like this is a gig for him. It felt forced the way he kissed her. It was like he barely wanted to kiss her or even kiss her on her cheek. I was like, okay, this is weird. I was like, girl, you would have been better off just bringing Dennis, because the way you and Dennis chemistry is, your chemistry never faded. It is still there. But anywho, child, Dennis was one phone call away, literally. Like, what? Girl, it's like, what the heck is happening? But the fact that Porsha is having, I didn't skip my notes, child. So listen, we're gonna be a little all over the place today. Sorry. Porsha was doing a photo shoot before everybody came. Her outfit was bomb.com. You hear me? Bomb.com. I know that's like the 90s lingo, but yeah. Or maybe the 2000s. Something like that. I know it's not the 2026 lingo. But yes, Porsha was doing a photo shoot. I said, this is so much like Porsha, child. So much like Porsha. But the hostess with the mostest, girl, I said, this is funny. I said funny, 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 funny. So we have Cynthia Bailey, who is happily FaceTiming her man. And so she FaceTimed him and introduced him to Porsha. And I was like, oh, cute, 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 cute. But the fact that production is playing these crazy, stupid games, and stupid in a fun way, not, stupid games by flashing Simon's picture or the ghost of Simon throughout this daggone scene. I said, this is crazy. Come on, editors. Y'all better get y'all coin, worth every coin. So all of the ladies arrive and so forth and on. Child Drew, well, not all of them just yet, but most of the ladies arrive. And Drew, Sidora, got Black on the phone, child, doing a whole Zoom call with Black. And the man, they said the man stayed on the phone for 3 hours the whole entire time. I said, that's crazy and weird. Okay. Drew Sidora, let me tell you something real quick, man. What we not gonna do is shade K.Michelle's music career. Because K.Michelle got some bona fide hits, honey. VSOP, Can't Raise a Man. What? K.Michelle got some heat under her belt, okay? Let's not shade her, okay? Yeah, let's not shade her. Her songs have carried some weight in the music industry. Let's just say that. She may not have a Grammy and other maybe awards, I don't know. I haven't looked because I really don't care. But girlfriend, what you cannot do is take away the fact that that girl can sing, she can make hits, and her vocals are on point. Alright? So let's not do that. So the ladies, I was like, is this Rent a Boyfriend, a Rent a Boyfriend episode? Because what's going on? You got Kelly coming in with a guy that K.Michelle said, oh, I know him. And somebody, was it K.Michelle too, that said that everybody been with this man or whatever? I said, Lord Jesus, we got Black on the phone with Drew. I'm like, is this who a storyline? Child, Kelly with the community pin, Porsha with an actor who the chemistry is not chemistry. If that's, I don't even think that's a word, but I was like, oh my God, can we live in our truth here? Can the real people, like, Porsha, you'd have been better off just having the girls over your house. Child, what the heck? First of all, the other thing too is, with her and Shamea not talking, I was like, why did you have people at your house? I would have had the girls over. Like, I would have had people over my house if it wasn't for, like, not the whole group. Because, people, like, I'm struggling with what I'm not struggling. It's just that I need to calm down. Okay, let me calm down. I personally think that you gotta be careful with letting everybody and anybody in your house. Like, especially people don't like you, and Kelly don't like her, and she's about to prove it in the next scene. Child, I was just like, girl. But anywho, so most of the girls are there. They sitting at the table. I believe they sitting at the table, if I remember correctly. And then we have Shamea at her beautiful house. And Shamea, baby girl, you look good. Kudos to you. Always celebrate my fellow sisters, no matter what color you are. But my sisters, I always like to celebrate them when they doing a daggone thing. And baby, you, honey, did your thing. You did good, honey. You did good. You did good. You look good. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So Shamea is introducing Pinky. so Pinky and her husband arrived to Shamea house. Girl, Pinky, I don't know if her husband was lit too, but Pinky is lit. Baby, and then Shamea invite them to drink some more, and I'm like, Shamea, read the room, girl, read the body language. That girl is lit already, and you want her to get even more lit before y'all get to Porsha house? Y'all already late, because they were the last two. So finally they do arrive, but the whole time while they were waiting for them, but they weren't quite waiting for them because they were still doing things and mixing, mingling and stuff like that. But K.Michelle and Charles Oakley together was pure comedy, honey. They were a key. You hear me? They were funny. They were cracking jokes. They was shading people. I said the shade of it all, honey. The shade of it all. And I was here for it. No complaints from me. Yes. And so Kelli starts to insert her. Oh, wait. So, anyway, so the ladies, because I'm skipping my daggone notes, child. This is why I should have stick to my notes. Because then I wouldn't, this recap wouldn't have been all over the place. But yes, so the girls, Pinky and Shamea and her husband, and not Shamea's husband, because Shamea's husband doesn't come. But Pinky, Derek, and Shamea shows up. Excuse me. And so Pinky was dropping alcohol on Porsha's floor. I said, oh my God, the home training, child, the home training. But they come. I said, now this is the part where I said, Porsha, you my girl. But man, I hate when she do this. I hate it with a passion. And I know hate is such a strong word, but I that's how strongly I feel about it. Like, I do not like when people are forcing themselves to be overly cordial with people, if that even is such a thing. But I do feel like she's been overly cordial with Shamea. Like, she went up to her to hug her and stuff like that. I think, yes, as a hostess of this event, this dinner for the whole cast, yes, you be cordial, yes, you greet them, but I think going up to her, hugging her and all this other stuff, I think that was just a team too much, because you could tell that they, which we're going to find out in a minute, that they had some words. And actually, we didn't have to find out that they had some words via text message, because after the reunion last year, they had a whole social media back and forth. Girl, that was crazy. That was all on the blogs and everything. And so I was like, Porsha, stop overly going out your way to be cordial with people. Like you're doing too much. Like, girl, yes, greet them. Even if you get up there and do the little pat, the church pat on the back, girl. All that hugging and girl, no, no, ma'am. So they all sit down, and they have this little moment where Kelli gets up and tries to fake marry Porsha and Mike, which I was like, this is crazy. This is definitely a scripted show right now, because this is what it feels like. It feels like it's scripted right now. Kelli trying to be the officiator. Tag it. Am I saying that right? I don't know. It's late. This is why I should have recorded this early, because, child, I'm like, what are you saying? But girl, K.Michelle kind of stole the moment, and girl, Kelli was not feeling that, because her face said it all. Body language, that is what I'm going to say throughout this whole recap, because baby, the body language be speaking volumes throughout these episodes. You and me. But let's stay focused on this episode, because I'm trying to be genuine to the episode. With give you my authentic thoughts about the episode. So we learned so the guys go on a patio, and the ladies go and sit down in the living room, which I must say, Porsha, that house is gorgeous, honey. Gorgeous. All of the ladies, seemingly, that we've seen thus far, house is gorgeous. Porsha, who else house we seen? Shamea. Well, I'm basing it off what we saw Shamea's house, but definitely saw not stuttering. We definitely saw most of her house. I'm remembering from last season. But anywho, so Kelli begins to insert herself in this Porsha and Shamea's drama. I'm like, Kelli, girl, pipe the down. Child, what the hell? Like, I get it. You want to be the fire starter. But when you get popped in your mouth, don't say nothing. Because you be talking crazy. Like, what did that text message say about... What did the text message say between you and Shamea? First of all, Kelli, we already know Shamea's track record shows that she shows Porsha's text messages. And Britt said it last season, and I think people didn't quite believe her. Some people did, some people didn't. But one of the things I will say recently, when I was on one of these social media platforms, somebody pulled up one of the old clips of, I don't know what season it was. I don't know if it was season 7, 8. I don't think it was 9. It was either between 7 and 8, maybe 10. I don't know. It was one of them episodes. I know it wasn't 11 or 12, but it hadn't been season 7, 8, or 11. Not 11. Sorry, not 11. I know just about every episode in season 11 because that's my favorite one. But it might have been season 7 through 10. It got to be one of those seasons. But anywho, so Shamea showed, what's her name? Dang it, I see her right in my face like she is. I see the picture. Sheree. Shamea showed Sheree Porsha's text message, and Porsha was like, Shamea, why are you showing Sheree? How did Sheree see my text messages? What are you doing? If I can find the clip, I'll insert it, but if not, yeah. So, Kelli, back to Kelli. Kelli, baby girl, we know that you seen Shamea a text message between Porsha, because why else would you bring it up? So Shamea in her confession, which I was like, this is, girl, for me, some people enjoyed it. I didn't quite enjoy it. Maybe because I'm just like annoyed with her at this point. Shamea was miming the text messages. I was like, girl, why you act like you don't reveal her text messages to people? But okay, here we go. But Kelli, it's the audacity for me that's irking my nerves from you. Yes, it's a part of the reality game, but also I think two things can be true. Yes, you need somebody who is going to activate people, right? But it's also annoying as fuck. It's like, girl, sit your little chihuahua ass down. Girl, she irritated me anyway. And especially when she was like, don't take my hand, take her hand. Girl, Porsha is better than me. You could tell anger management is helping, healing, whatever, life coach, whatever, therapist that Porsha has seen, she is for sure. It's for sure working. Because, baby, it could not be me. Because I would have put her out my house. Because, baby, what you not going to do is disrespect me in my house. And I like that Porsha shut it down and told her, you are antagonizing me. And what you not going to do is worry about me and Shamea. And she ain't say it like that. I'm going to put my own twist to it. Basically, you're not going to worry about me and Shamea. Me and Shamea will need to deal with me and Shamea friendship, basically. And I was here for it. Kudos to Porsha for shutting it down. But I would have put her ass out my house too, though. Like, yeah, no. You're not going to do that. And girl, here go Miss Almighty person, which I was like, girl, is this what we about to get? Cause child, this ain't it, K.Michelle, this ain't it. She got up and went out with the men because she was like, that's too much, ma'am. This is Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is a reality show. First of all, a reality show is going to be drama. If you don't want drama, get off of reality shows. Reality shows are not for you if you don't like drama. But let me hurry up and wrap this up. So Porsha goes after her. Porsha, Drew, Angela, all of them go after her. I think Angela went first. I am missing something. Let me go back. So I think Shamea, was it Shamea that tried to? Yeah, Shamea, I think, inserted herself into trying to drive a wedge between Angela and Drew. But I like that Angela and Drew will not allow Shamea to try to break up their friendship. And I'm here for that. And so for me, I will say this, and I think this is one of the reasons why I'm low-key getting frustrated with Shamea, is that Shamea, to me, you baby girl, you showing your hand, and I don't know if other people are seeing it, and I think one of the things I'm learning is folks that watch shows, whether it be reality shows or scripted TV, it is mind-boggling when you get on social media or you're having a conversation with people, and it's like people see what they want to see versus actually seeing what's presented to us. And to me, Shamea has shown her hand several times, and I'm like, Shamea, you got some red flags, honey. And I do not like the fact that a lot of people love to say that Porsha's the bad friend. Porsha is this and that. Yes, Porsha is one of my faves. I kind of like Shamea too. I didn't dislike her before the latter half of season 16. But I will say that I believe with my whole heart, and I don't care what nobody say, that their friendship, they both played a part in the dysfunction of their friendship. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't care what nobody else say. I don't think Porsha was the only person that was a bad friend. I think they all played into that. What I do like and appreciate about this scene is I do like that Pinky was like, you know what? Like, she was like, I see it's like some chaos and all this other stuff, but I think I'm going to fit into this group and I like this group. I said, yes, Pinky. Yes, girl. But, all in all, can you tell me who was your favorite dress? I would say Porsha, and it was somebody else. Porsha, I want to say Phaedra. I want to say Porsha and Phaedra were my favorite dress. Now, mine is Porsha boobs popped out, I think, one time on a thing when they were sitting down. But, yeah. But, anywho, so they all go out. All of the ladies go out because, again, like I said, K.Michelle had left when it was getting a little heated conversation. She left or whatever right away. So, Mike thank everybody, whatever. Porsha, like, dancing all on him and all this other stuff and all this and all this. I was like, girl, I am not believing this. But all in all, tell me what was your favorite scene, favorite moment? Who was the best dressed in this last scene? Are you enjoying the new season, Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17? And then also too, can we please, 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 for the love of reality TV, retire these fake hugs? Like, stop it. Fist bump them or something. Do something else. Or better yet, just speak, wave. You ain't even gotta touch the person. Like, let's stop touching people. Enough is enough. It's okay to be cordial without wrapping your arms around everybody in the room. Like, hey, y'all. And whoever you connected with, be connected with them, hug them, whatever y'all do, whatever y'all thoughts are, however y'all greet each other, do what you do, but just don't be fake and phony about it. Like, that is getting on my nerves. But real quick, I do want to say K.Michelle, Phaedra, and Porsha, baby, y'all are carrying these confessional looks and comments and narration on y'all backs right now in this first episode, because baby, y'all look good, y'all look good, y'all look good, y'all. Alright, enough is enough, enough is enough, enough is enough, enough is enough, enough is enough. One of the other things I do want to say, for every one of them, Porsha, even Kelli, who gets on my nerves, and Drew, what I will say to you all really quickly before I go on to the next review, I'm gonna say this: date yourself, take yourself to brunch, take yourself on a vacation, buy yourself flowers, date yourself, go to the movies by yourself, date other people, but most importantly, heal from whatever broken relationships, whatever past relationships that you had, whether it was broken or not. Learn from it. Ask yourself, what can I learn from my past relationship? How can I show up as a better person for my next relationship? Heal, really answer the question, really be honest with yourself, take the mask off, don't be self-censored, maybe even ask a couple of friends that maybe was privy to your relationship behind closed doors, or when they were around you, maybe that, have them give you some pointers, and be open to what those pointers are, like critiques are. Like, hey, you lose yourself. That's one thing I will say about Porsha and Cynthia, from the outside looking in and watching them over the years of watching this show for over a decade. I would say that both Porsha and Cynthia, who have admitted to this, that they fall in love quick. And I think a lot of times, though, that can be the downfall of their relationships. And so I think if they take the time that they need to really look at the red flags, pay attention to the red flags, don't overlook it. Address it when you see a red flag, depending on what the red flag is. Well, let's say some things may be a yellow flag, like, wait, it's not quite a red flag, but if you don't address it, it can become a red flag. So right now, it's a yellow flag that is potentially on the borderline of being a red flag. But if it's a red flag, I think you need to address it and then move on. Decide if this is something that, do you see them actively working to correct that situation that is a red flag to you. So I think that pump your brakes, don't move too fast, don't get engaged too fast, don't get married too fast, Don't just look at the person for what they can do for you, the money and all of that stuff, because that stuff fade. And then sometimes dating somebody with all this money, if they don't have character and integrity, then it can be a disaster. Look at Simon. It could be a disaster. So that's my 2 cents. Comment below, tell me what you think, and holla at your girl.